Hello, this is Cinder's Paper Craft. I am bringing you the name hanger with the butterflies and the box that I have promised. I done a video last evening and it uploaded this morning with a haul of what I actually bought out of the new Autumn Christmas catalogue. I just wanted to clarify, we are allowed to do that. I'm not breaking any Stampin' Up rules. I did also offer to send out catalogues to anyone that would like one. But what I would say is, if you have a demonstrator and you do use them, it would probably be best to get one off them. It's not because I don't have enough or that I'm mean with postage. I'm certainly not. It's the fact that if you have a demonstrator, most customers are very loyal to their demonstrator, as they should be, unless they no longer their demonstrator is no longer trading, or they no longer buy off them. And I'm happy to help out anyone that wants one. I will also say that I have a love of paper craft. I have a love of crafting of any kind. It is about the love of crafting as well. I've had some people that have emailed me some really well, nasty emails. I'm so very careful that when I come up with an idea that it's my own. If it isn't my own, I will always give the demonstrator credit, always. They work very hard and they use lots of supplies and a lot of time to edit, as I do. Well, as I don't edit, to bring you these things. If you look, we've got Crafty Caroline, amazing. Anne's Happy Stampers, another amazing person. Crafty Jojo, oops, excuse me. And then we've got Liz Yule, and my very favourite card crafter, Gaynor. Who doesn't love Gaynor? If you love cards, then please go over and have a look at her channel. She's got oodles there. It's Stamped with Joy. She's very talented. I'm not a good card I'm not a good card person. I don't have that talent. I like 3D items and building. So I am not trying to take anything away from my crafting friends. I just want to share my love of paper craft. So if the person or people sending these messages, please just think about how someone gets when they receive them. Anyway, now that's enough about that. Now, come on, look at this name tag. I like it. I love it. I love the colour. This is the one that I done. It's with oh, DSP, I can't remember it. Falling in Love, or I can't remember, but that's how long ago I done it. So it's a bit battered now, so I thought I would update it with new items. So I have gone with You Move Me butterflies for the inside, because we no longer have the small punches for butterflies. I have them, I will use them, but there we go. So here, now I have the big alphabet dies. Look, I always manage to get ink underneath my nails. Do excuse me. I do have these dies. If you don't have the dies and it's not within your budget to get them, I'm sure someone has dies, or you can even just stamp straight onto the card with stamps. If you haven't got alphabet stamps, print it off on your computer. I mean, I use these a lot because I do a lot of personalised gift giving. So I use these a lot. But if you don't, you can even get a stencil with the alphabet and do it on there. It's about, I love sharing, I love teaching. I'm not so good at it, turns out, when I actually need to look at my videos. Right, so anyway, this here, this gorgeous stitch here is out of the Christmas quilts. And the DSP underneath is also a DSP paper that I've actually stamped myself. I want to show you how to make your own DSP out of the most uninspiring things to wow, that actually looks pretty. I've used the lemon lime twist, which I absolutely adore. So I think we will now go ahead and build the box. Now I have done some of this because I realised that my videos seem to go on forever and I can't bear the thought of you having a numb bum trying to get to build a box. So what I have done is, not the camera, I have prepared the bottom box and the sleeve, but I will give you the measurements for those. So we are going to now this smidge, you know that my measurements for smidge, we're only going to do it off 2 sides. There is your blade track, can you see that? Yeah. And if you go up, there's another track, it's the other side of that. Go to just below there on 2 sides. So we are just going to go the other way, otherwise it won't cut. Go that way, and then we are going to go just there. Right, so now you are going to score this on both boxes. So this one that I did prepare earlier is exactly the same method, the same score lines, which is 1 7/8 turn, 1 7/8, 1 7/8, and 1 7/8. There we are. You need to do that to both of them. And now this one is going to be slightly different. So what we are going to do is, I'm going to burnish this. Where is my folder? There it is. Gives it a nice crisp line. Right. Now we are going to be cutting this off. So we're going to do this now because it's flat and it's a lot easier than trying to do it later. Right, so we are going to keep these bits. So we are going to remove all of that. Is that right? Why I'm asking you, I'm supposed to be teaching you. Yes. So we are going to remove that, and you're probably thinking, well, I could have saved that bit of card. Yes, you probably could, but it would be very hard to explain it to you. Now we are going to go from, you have this square, so that is going to wrap round. So we are going to go, let me do that first so you can see. So we're going to cut that along there and just notch in. And this corner we are going to cut along there, straight along the line, and then just notch in. So we will then fold that over, okay? But the easiest way for me to show you this is to now take it from this point to that point to match up with that score line. So from there to there. Okay, so get your pencil and draw a straight line, and you are going to do the same. So it is there to there, and then we are just going to cut that along that line, which I should have cut it to the other one. It's funny, I really seem to lose my marbles when I get in front of this camera. Right, do I have my rubber? No, but I've got my adhesive remover. My very big, oh, I do have a rubber. Right, so we are just going to remove that. And now when we fold that over, I must take that off there, silly. You are going to see that that will now stick out. So you can either mark it with a pencil, which I'm actually going to do very lightly. Oop. Oh dear. And we are going to go from there, oop, there. Goodness me, I make such hard work of everything, don't I? So we are now going to cut from this one to that one. Just go on the other side. There. And we are now going to cut from there down to there. Right. And because I'm not going to be mean, I'm going to use fast fuse. I would usually use wet glue because you know I do like, oh, what on earth? That's better. Right, take two. Right, I am going to put you through the torture of glue. Tombow is very, very good glue. Gives you more wiggle time than this one. And that is sometimes very helpful. Right, so give that a really, see, that one's already stuck, that glue. Tombow would be a lot better. Oh, give it a really good burnish to get that score line, the piece, the fold down really firmly, because we don't want that coming back up. Right, there. Now let me take that back. Right, so now we have our box. Don't leave all this in camera, and that will just go on the top like that. But we are going to need to decorate this. So the bits that you cut off, this is going to be the easiest way to do it, I do believe. If you look, they are roughly going to match up, she says. Roughly. So the paper I'm going to use to decorate this is this beautiful paper, and this is out of this one, which is the Quilted Christmas. The patterns on these are stunning. There's two of the patterns that I was umming and ahhing about, which was that one and this one. I absolutely, that one and that one. That one. But I thought that might be difficult to get it to look right on all the bits that I'm doing. Right, so I think the best bet on this is, because this width here, that width there is 1 7/8. So I think if I do 1 7/8, 1 7/8, so that is there. I am then going to need another one, 1 7/8. Sorry, but I am doing this a bit on the fly. So that is going to be 3 inches for that. So we go to 3 inches. Which will then go on there. And then on the sides, we are going to roughly use those as a template. And I say roughly simply because yeah, you're going to need to be careful with that. So sorry, I know this is painful, but it won't line up if you're not careful. And I had such fun with this before. Right, so the very technical method is now you probably will need to trim that up. So this is what I was saying, if you went to put that on there, it wouldn't be right. So we are going to go with that. So that one will need to be that. So that one needs to go on that side to be cut out. Do you see what I mean? You wouldn't necessarily think of that. Well, I wouldn't. Right, so there we are. So sorry that wasn't a measurement, but if I show you the way to do it, that's far better. Is that one? No. What did I do with that piece? Oh. I'm having a moment. Right, sorry about that. I don't know if I can edit that out, but I don't like the way that's left a gap there. So again, a very technical way of doing it. Right, okay. So let me get rid of those. Right, so there are your layers to go on that, and we are also going to need a layer to go on this piece and this piece. I'm not going to do the bottom, I usually do, but I don't think that is needed. And I love this paper. I'm a paper hoarder, so that is going to be 4 1/8 by, I hate this ruler, 4 1/8 by 3 1/8. 4 1/8. Right, so we go 3 1/2. That's that one. 3 1/2. That one by 4 1/8. So that will then go on there, and then that I think is going to be 2 inches by 3 1/2. that is 2 inches by 3.5. Right, so sorry that you had to see that part of it, but sometimes it is worth seeing how we sometimes get to our measurements. Right, so now where have I put that piece of card? There. Right, so we are now going to glue this down. Right, so use the glue of your choice. Again, I use wet glue if you can, or if you're confident in your fast fuse, or tape, go for it. It always amazes me when I see these. Sorry, I'm going to have to get down here. When I see these demonstrators with lovely long nails, which I would find very difficult to craft with, and they just, oh, they're amazing. They throw their layers on absolutely perfect. Oop, I should have rounded those. Right. There we are. And we are now going to put this box on and then stick it on. Do you know what? I am going to use some Tombow. Right, so I just thought I maybe need a little more wiggle room myself, and we are going to just pop some there. Right, so turn that over, make sure that is lined up, and then we can take that out and just give it a good squashing in. Reinforce those. There. Maybe should have pushed that to the back a bit more, but I'm sure you'll forgive me. It's amazing that I actually managed to get that done without a drama since I was on taping. Right, now what I should have done was add the ribbon on at that stage. However, there is always a way around these things, and we are going to just prove it. Right, so get a piece of ribbon, whatever length you like. It depends how good you are at bow tying. And we are now going to pop that on, and I am going to put that there. That's actually holding quite well. Yes, I'm going to pop that there, and then I will put I really should have put ribbon on at that point. Please do put ribbon on at that point, and don't be a silly person like me. I'm going to put some paper there underneath. That's probably why I'm doing it on the other one actually. Right, so we've got 4 1/8. Move that over there by 3 1/2. And we are now going to pop some tear and tape down. on both sides. Now that I would advise, because glue and ribbon don't always work well together. Make it go all... Well, I had a catastrophe. I finished filming the whole thing and then realised the camera had switched off. I'm going to get a more reliable camera because... Calm down. This is what the completed project is going to look like. And now I have to move slightly backwards so I can show you. I'll show you what I've done and then I will show you all the steps I've taken. So you've already seen this, but what I'm going to do is get another letter and just show you how I got that effect. And we've just had someone started working in the driveway. Excellent. Right, so this is the lovely butterflies, and I've done 3 layers. I've done one base layer with this, which is the lemon and lime, and then I have done 1 white and 1 lemon lime colour there, and then all I've done is stuck the bodies together and left 2 of the wings actually loose. I've only stuck the bottom one down, and then I've put one of the glitter enamel dots on there. Now I have popped on the paper. Now sometimes people find bows and tying bows on gifts a bit of a problem. I can tie bows, so I'm fine with that, but I know when you give something over and someone opens it, they've then got to tie it up. So I've come up with this closure, which is magnetic, so, and that just keeps that closed. Now to get that effect, what I have done is with this punch, the new one, the tabs, I have cut out 2 of those, which you can see, and then I have put one at the top. Let me show you this. So we've got one at the top, that bit's just tucked under there, sorry, that bit's just tucked under there. I've tried to take this apart so I could re-show you, but all I've done is made the box look really scruffy. So what I have done is you tuck that underneath the paper or underneath that flap, and you are going to add a magnet there, and you will then cover it up with a piece of card that's that same colour. And I have done the same here. I've put the magnet on that side and then just covered it up with a piece of card. So you're actually cutting out 4 of these. So one goes under and then one over the one on the top, just to cover the magnet, and there on that one. I have shared where I get my magnets from. I will share it again. You get 5, I think, for £1, 50 for £1.60, and they don't have north and south, so you can just use those. I will be making, the only reason I'm not redoing this is I will be making a Christmas decoration soon, and this will basically walk through the same principles as this. Right, so there is the box finished. Now for the name tags, or the names, the initials, all as I have done on this is I'm going to make my own DSP. Now if you watch my videos, you know that I have poorly hands, so I use these round ones. I just find them easier to hold. Can I just say that I did always use Stampin' Up ones? I have a whole pile of them and they are fantastic, but unfortunately I have to go, oops, sorry, with what I can cope with. Right, so what you're going to do is take the little X's, which is that one, and we are going to take this one as well. And this might be a tad difficult with me not being directly over it, but I'll give it my best shot, and I'm sure you will forgive me if I don't do that perfectly. Right, so we're just going to pop that along there, and I'm going to just put that around the letter. Oh, initial, sorry. No, it is a letter. Right, now I don't obviously want to go all the way around it. And then what I'm going to do is, if you've got the marker, do use it. My marker is unfortunately not where I am at the moment. So I'm going to make do with an embossing. So then that gives you that effect. And then you will glue all those together, one on top of the other, and then layer that on top like so. There. And that will give you your letters. I am sorry about that noise. I cannot believe, of all the mornings, after the morning I've had, they're doing it. But hey ho, I will speak loudly and hope that it doesn't make lots of noise. Right, so we are now going to, these are clear so you can see where you're going, but you have to remember that right now I am going wrong. I can't see directly to it, but again, you get the idea. Now I will be doing these again, but for Christmas, and they will look absolutely lovely, and you'll get the idea. Right, so with that, I'm clumsy, I'm closing that ink pad and I'm moving those out of the way. I will put where I get these round ones from, in case you like them. Right, so I will then use the large scallop and then cut that out, which I'm not going to do now because I have done mine. I'm then going to stick this one down, which is the largest stitched oval, which will then go on top of that, and then we will pop the initial down like that. That will all be glued together. And then what you'll do is you'll put ribbon on the back. Let me show you. So, oh, you can see here that you just get to see the some of the colour peeking out, and that is from that. So from the back, I have just popped the ribbon on the back of those with some tear and tape, and then I should have actually cut out the ovals to go on the back of that, but I was being lazy, so I used the new 2 1/4 round punch. Sometimes punches are just so much easier than die cutting, and I was so tired last night, so I done that. So I'm really gutted that that didn't take, because it seemed to be a drama from beginning to end. But I mean, you don't need to see me sticking on paper. And this closure, I love magnet closures. I think they're lovely and simple, they're easy, and when someone's opened it, they can then literally flick it open. So these new tabs, this tab punch, this one here, there are very few things that I think I cannot do without. My score tool, Simply Score tool, I cannot do without. My trimmer, I cannot do without. My punches, my circle punches, and these are something I use every day. And I literally do use those every day. So there we are. I'm sorry that that was a bit of a drama, but I think you'll agree that this isn't difficult. It is easy, and I, like I say, I love crafting. I'm passionate about it, and I find it takes me to a happy place when I craft. So I love to see people's faces when they receive them, when they smile. I love making people smile, and I do hope you like it. If you find that you don't enjoy my videos, or you have or you don't like my project, it's your right. It's absolutely your right, but I would ask that you not send me too many nasty emails. We're all going to have fun crafting, and I have the utmost respect for all my fellow crafters and for my subscribers, and to each one of my subscribers I actually want to say thank you. You some of your comments have absolutely made my day, and I will be answering one of my lovely ladies that asked if I do sell my makes. I am always willing to show you how to do them, and if you can't, then I'm happy to sell my makes, but I would love to show you how to make them. But yes, so I hope you like this, and I look forward to seeing you soon. I've been in touch with the lovely Gaynor this morning again. She is a treasure. It is worth going over and looking at her YouTube channel. It's Stamped with Joy. She does the most magnificent cards, and like I say, I'm not talented at all when it comes to card making. Hopefully I have a little bit of a talent with paper, but anyway, thank you very much for spending part of your day with me. I'm sorry that this has been a drama, but it has been lovely crafting with you today. So thank you again for spending part of your day with me, and I will see you soon. Bye.